Okay. All right, just gonna get the stuff together and then we'll go from there. All right. So here for the time being. Here's mine. Okay. Sorry about that. Had to grab a sword, I had to grab my notebook, which has paper in it, and another sword. Okay. It's a nice cool day out today. Guess I should open the stream here on my son's tablet, full of Minecraft characters. So at least if I see the screen, it will be good, in theory. Let's see, can I hear myself? I can. That sounds awful. All right, let's see who all's here so far. Matthew Middis, hey, how are you? Stephanie Faust, hey. Eye of Watcher Notebook. Yeah, just so I have paper to test cutting afterwards. Yeah. Halit, hey, nice to see you. Nice to see you. Pull my little stand over here so I can see the chat nicely. All right. It's cold out today. I got my whetstone. Got the whetstone, and I'm going to be trying to sharpen up these two swords I have because I've been cutting with them for a while. I've done reviews on both of them. But now I want to give them a bit of an edge. So I have the Swordier SWM 1030, which was the first one that I did. It's still one of my favorites. It's a Type 16A. Love this sword. I actually might start with this one, I think. And then I also have the Swordier SWMZ 1004, which is their Generation 1 18C model. Also, really fun. So this is actually, I just did a review on this a couple days ago. So if you haven't seen it yet, you can check it out. I'll lay that up there. Let's see. Hey, Boston. You Bear. Kaloni, hey, hi. Have you guys ever done any sharpening with a whetstone before? This is actually my first time with a whetstone, to be honest. I was watching, I had some friends who were trying to help me with this one, so we'll see how it goes. Smoke, you should hunt with them. Yeah, I get deer in my yard pretty often. But the deer don't like to stand still long enough, and I am too out of shape to chase them down. So, never used a whetstone before. Yeah. Let's make sure. All right, this bottle will literally be in my way. My drink. Deadpool, give me Victory or Sovngarde. I also agree. So, generally, we gotta get our edge angle in here. I wish this thing would be a bit more steady. Let's see, where is the angle at? One of the guys I was watching with this actually was like, you know, you really shouldn't even be all that worried about damaging your sword because it would be really hard to mess up your edge angle with a whetstone. Just bush camp. I mean, yeah, I guess you could do that. Put a little bit of more water on my whetstone. Just bush camp, yeah. It's pretty funny. Let's see. Right over here. Okay. Looks good. I had my angle off a little bit earlier. No big deal. Much better. All right. Let's see. Todd says, not at the right angle. Do you watch Forged in Fire? I do, actually. It's good. What angle do you do, Todd? It's fun with this hexagonal cross section. That is not. John Warsvox, hey, said hi as well. Nice. Really wish I put this up here somewhere so I could read it a little easier, but unfortunately, it's not going to stand. My son has destroyed this. Oh, look, now it's standing up now that I say it. Here, perfect. All right. You guys get to see the fun things as well. Let's do this. I liked it better like this. It made more sense. So how's everyone doing this nice day? Why, hello. You're cold. Yeah, it's it's a little cold. Not gonna lie. I'd say do between 15 and 20 on my chef base, Todd. That's a better angle. Oh, that's a better. Oh, you mean the one I'm holding it right now? Thank you, Todd. I'm trying to get the angle, but obviously by doing it by hand, there's a little bit of a learning curve. Good. Oh yeah, this is a log sword. Yeah, it is a little bit to control. That's for sure. A little bit more water on this. I know some people kind of do this long draw, which I guess you could do, but my one buddy who does some amazing cutting, Eric Hussein, he sharpens all of his own swords. Now, he does it with a belt grinder, I believe. But he did show me how to do it with like a stropping belt and stuff too, so. Don't cut yourself. Oh, okay. Cut yourself 1 or 2 dozen times and they never let you forget it. Okay. Not bad. All right. So let's try this side now. Actually, probably easier if I do it this way and then flip the sword. All right. Actually, let's just flip the sword. I want to do like one side. So if I did this side already, flipping the sword this way should allow me to do this side. Can you bring the blade to, or the stone to the blade instead of the, oh yeah, I mean, you could. And that may be easier, may not be. Every video I've ever seen on actually sharpening these swords has done it where they've always brought the knife to the... Looks good. That looks good. I've never seen that, to be honest. I wouldn't. Yeah, honestly, everyone that I've ever watched who was doing these sword sharpenings has never brought the stone. I mean, if you watch like fantasy movies, you see the guy sitting there and going like this, but I've never seen that done that way. And anytime I've seen like smiths and things doing it, especially like Japanese smiths who still finish everything by stones, they always bring the sword to the stone, not the other way around. So try to search. Okay, looks good. Let's see here in chat what we got going on. How good is that blade? Would you feel comfortable smacking against a tree full force with it and not break or bend? Well, smacking any sword against a tree is incredibly, incredibly destructive one way or the other. Do I feel confident that I could hit it against a tree and not break? Yeah, I think it wouldn't break. Because it is a very good sword steel. I have hit it against my wooden stand when I missed cuts and didn't have any issues with it. No set, nothing like that. So it is a very good steel. It's using 65 MN, which is a Chinese steel. I do have a full review of this sword on my channel, so if you're interested, you can check it out. Well, less sugar. A kukri is also very, very, I don't want to say overbuilt, but because it's a shorter blade, it's very thick. Kukris are meant to do kind of things like that, yeah. That's sort of like comparing, saying I'm taking a World War I trench knife and, you know, jamming it into a steel helmet versus a standard pocket knife. You know, the trench knife was designed for that exact same thing, whereas a pocket knife was not. So, in all likelihood, you're going to damage the pocket knife. So that's kind of what I'm looking at there. It's good. Are you a Viking? No? Why? Do I particularly look the part? Maybe it's the beard, you know? None of your swords could hit trees, though. You know, yeah, like, honestly, if I were going to do anything with against a tree, using a machete would probably be better than a sword, because a machete is literally designed for, you know, clearing brush. Should you do it? Probably not. If you want to hit a tree, you take an axe. You know what I mean? Like, there's things you can do with that. But yeah, I was disappointed in the kukri I got, as it could not do any damage to a cheap bookshelf with it. Where'd you get the kukri? There's a what's his name? Oh, forgive me, I cannot remember his name. He just passed away, you know. But Gukrex Kukri, I think it is. I get his wife and his children have taken over the business. They do a lot of kukris. They're out of like Nepal, I think. I've heard nothing but good stuff. Purnell is his name. So if you're interested in kukri, their stuff is probably pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Cult of Athena. It wasn't like Depika or something, was it? Not Topeka. KHHI is really good. Oh, okay. Nice. I collect machetes and axes also. Oh, very cool. Do you have a favorite piece? Less sugar, do you have a favorite piece? I feel like I need to put a wedge or something underneath my table. Ugh. Give me a second to find a wedge. All right. Okay. Got myself my wet rag so I can clean off, and a piece of bark. Let's put this under here. Perfect. All right. That's better. It's not too terrible. Okay. Let's see. I know I have a polishing stone yet, but I want to see paper-wise. All right, let's see. Favorite axe is an oddball yard work 5-pound head. It's a huge kind of comical axe. I saved it as an art piece. It has hit nothing factory edge, rubber edge guard still. Wow, okay. Yeah. Let's see here. That started okay. Could use a couple more passes, I think. Oh, that ain't bad. That ain't bad. I think it needs another few passes, though, to be honest. Okay. Festina. What are you talking about? Me rubbing my sword on camera is exactly why you're here. Don't even lie to me, my friend. I know that's exactly why you're here. Sword perv. It's okay. Me too. Valker Wolf, hello, hello, how are you? Okay. Let's see. Careful now, you're about to knock us over. Cold Steel Gladius. Ah. Hey, Jazz, welcome in. Welcome in. Just sitting here chatting. All right, let's do this side now. You know, I saw you said about Amnesia said about put the blade down, use the stone. I've never seen anyone do it that way. Like even the Japanese smiths and sharpeners do it this way. Do you actually hold the stone when you cut or when you sharpen? I'm curious to see if other people do it that way. But every tutorial video I've seen on sharpening knives and blades and swords has always had the stone down and the blade being brought to it. Obviously, I'm curious. I'm kidding. Just realized my entire arm is soaked. My whole arm is soaked over here because it's raining on me. So I'm going to adjust my stuff a little bit. Move this sword right over here. Tempest! Oh, Valkyr, very nice. Why are you sharpening near the ricasso? Because these swords don't have a ricasso for me. They're sharp all the way to the grip. The Forte is sharp on these ones. How did you get these swords? Oh, yeah. You can actually get this sword from either Cult of Athena. I do have an affiliate link for it. The other one I'll be sharpening later, you have to get directly from Swordier. This sword was $200, actually. This is probably one of the cheapest swords I own, but honestly, it's a very good cutter. A very, very good cutter. In fact, I actually just cut my mat. Oopsie. Oopsie. All right. That's a bargain. Yeah, no, this sword for $200, like I said, I did a full review on this sword right here. This is the SWM 1030. It's the very first full review I did on my channel was this sword right here. And yeah, it's pretty nice. I love the Minecraft tablet. Is it yours? No, it's my son's. You're too far away for me to read the chat from over there, so I brought his tablet over so I could see it. Yeah. I mean, I do play Minecraft with him. Nice. Okay. Could probably get another piece of paper. This one's all tore up. And a little damp. I'd say that's pretty sharp. It's not too bad. Yeah, it's all the way over there because you're a good 6 feet away or something like that. It's way too small for me to read. So I just brought my son's thing over. I'm sorry, I have some messages that are getting caught. I don't know why. Sometimes it's for reason, and other times YouTube catches things. Let's see. Guess you might need an edge blending tutorial soon then. Yes, indeed. Yeah, honestly, I probably will need a one of your edge blending. To be fair, yeah, you're right. You're right, Festina. I do, because you do a great edge blend. I'm gonna take it to the 6,000 grit here after my next pass, because this stone I got is 1,000 grit on the one side, 6,000 on the other. So this is like a medium range stone. On the blue side, the white side would be the finished polished stone. Gargoyle, my friend, how are you? That ain't gonna work. Doing this on a glass top table is probably not the smartest thing either, but it is what it is. It wants to move way too much. I don't like that. Tempest, do you not sharpen your blades all the way down here? Stabbing, on the other hand, oh yeah. All right, we'll put this up like this for right now. You sharpen the whole thing, yeah, that's what I do. Oh my god. So apparently YouTube thinks your comment was too sexual, Tempest. But that's okay. I like to finger the blade sometimes too. What? Sometimes YouTube catches the dumbest things. It like highlighted as, ooh, this potential message might be inappropriate. I'm looking at it. It's like, oh my goodness. I have a Samaria sword I put straight razor edge on and haven't cut anything yet. Yeah, Tempest. Yeah, it was funny. It caught your message and was like, this could be inappropriate, because I think you said the word fingering. We all knew what you meant in context, but apparently YouTube doesn't think that way. What do you use, Gargoyle, to sharpen your stuff? Do you use a stone or do you use like a work sharp or something? Okay. Oh, you use stones as well. Nice. Do you have a particular stone? Like a grit that you use? I'm sure you move in between grits, but... Do you guys know about the fork-tip Muslim sword? Is that... Yeah, it's similar to a Shamshir one, right? I don't know if a Shamshir is the right word for it, but I think I've seen something like that. I believe the character, the guy who played Salahuddin in Kingdom of Heaven used one. Albeit there's a lot in Kingdom of Heaven that's just anachronistic. You know, they didn't have long swords in the Second Crusade, but, you know, what are you going to do? Alright. Bottom John, I don't think I could because I don't have a watermelon on hand. I do have some water bottles, which I will cut with here when I'm done sharpening. I'm going to switch over to the actual polishing edge. Go from 1,000 to 1,200, and then I have a 5,000. Okay. I have, this is 1,000 on the blue side, and then 6,000 on the white. So, that's what I'm using at the moment. So I'm actually going to flip over to the 6,000. Let's see. It was custom made for the movie. Kuromaki stones? Oh, nice. Well, you're trying to get a super, like, mirror polish on your swords, right? Actually, before I do the polish, let me grab another piece of paper over here. Paper cut tests are not great on days when they're so moist outside, but I think it's doing all right, though. Okay. Eric! How are you, my friend? Oh, I just dropped my glove. Yeah, that edge is sharp. Yeah. The issue I have right now is because it's raining, if you can't tell. Everything is damp. Everything is wet. The paper is very, very wet already. So it just wants to kind of crumple in your hand, yet it's still sharp enough. So I'm pretty happy about that. So now I just gotta Living the dream, Eric. Very nice. I saw your cut with the Gemini earlier, man. Space Ghost! Man, all the sword boys are coming out to the yard today. I knew it. I knew it. My swords bring all the boys to the yard. That's exactly what happens. And yes, I realize I just dated myself by singing that song. But it is what it is. I have to put this down. I can't stand. Get over there. Oh, cool. I can read it that way. Nice. Oh, I forgot to call Armored Sweatpants earlier. I don't know if you're in here, Armored, but if you happen to be on here, I will call you after. I should have called you before. I apologize. Oh, great. Great. Thanks, Eric. Yeah, I'm trying to get him a collab link for our YouTube live stream we did last night. And I sent it to him, but he was having some issues, so I said I was going to call him and help him get it sorted out. And I sent it to him while I was at church this morning, and he texted me back. I'm like, well, as soon as I get home from church, I will, call you and help you out with that. And I totally just slipped my mind, like completely slipped my mind. I made my longsword out of green hemp cord just for this. You boys. You boys. I thought it was April that meant something. Maybe that's just the time. I don't know. Well, a green thing behind me, that's a swing set, sir. Or you mean that thing over there? I appreciate the offer, but I'm all right. Thank you. I'm actually just here having some fun chatting with you guys and working on this sword thing, so I don't need any donations. I appreciate the offer, but I don't need them. Master Wizard, yeah. Just send a torch. I love liberty, justice, send a torch. Thank you so much. I appreciate the gift. Not necessary, but I appreciate it anyway. Your blades look super cool. Well, thank you. These are Swordier blades that I'm sharpening today. I've done a review on this. This was the first one I did a review on. This is the SM1030. So if you look at my channel, I have a review of this sword on it. But it's been a while. She's cut a lot, and I've not really given her a lot of love. So I decided I'm going to try to practice some sharpening on her. Armored sweatpants. Hey, buddy. I know Eric said he was gonna call you. I promised I was gonna call you, man, and I totally forgot. I will call you after. I just started doing this thing. I apologize. I said I was gonna do it, and I didn't. That's 100% my fault. I forgot about it while I was working on this. I hate when I say I'm going to do something and then I forget about it. I don't like to do that. So if I say I'm going to do something, I hope I can remember to do it. As I get older, it seems remembering is a bit more of an issue of late. But I apologize. I will get with you after this sharpening. How are you doing today, my friend? I cast my sit on my butt because it's Sunday spell. Yeah. Makes sense. I had a lot of fun last night on our live stream. That was good. What grit are we using? Pluto, I was using 1,000 grit on the blue side. Now I'm on the 6,000 grit finishing side, polishing side. Nice. I wish I was, but no, I'm not. Whew. I am going to blow my nose, however. Because it's cold out here. I just realized my butt is getting wet, however, because this thing is dripping on me. What type of edge are you starting with? Pretty acute edge, Andy. I mean, it's actually a very fine edge. It's not an apple seed edge. It's actually a very acute edge, similar to what most Chinese producers put on katana. So it's pretty tough. It does, Frog, but unfortunately, I am under it. It's over here, but there's so much junk over here, I can't fit all the way under. Otherwise, yeah. I mean, that would be wonderful, but I only have so much room. I'm working with what I got. Serial Master, I tried sharpening my LKChen British military, scuffed it a bit, hurt my soul. I actually scuffed this one right up here too. Yeah, I know what you mean. I had my edge angle wrong. I thought it was on there, but here I was on one of the ridges and not the edge. So, it is what it is. This is a $200 sword for me. I wanted to practice on it, so... bad. No, this is just a touch-up session. Just a touch-up. The edge geometry on this sword is good. It's just, it's dulled after several hundred bottles, tatami, things like that. So yeah, it's really just getting that edge back is all I'm really trying to do with this sword. Let's see. I used to use a Ken Onion work sharp with the angle guides removed. Now I use a 1x30 belt sander. Can get a nice convex edge and keep as much Niku. Yeah, yeah. Got to get that burr off. Oh yeah. This one, it's just it's dull. When I first got it, this thing was very, very sharp. Now I'm not talking Husseinly sharp or anything, but it was sharp enough to do the job. But over this past several months, because this has been one of my favorite cutters, it has dulled just from use. It happens, right? All right, let me get another piece of paper here. Harbor Freight has awesome sander, but it's pricey. Oh. Whew, fingers are chilly. Can't even get the paper because my hands are frozen. I just have a bottle of water, man. That's just a little glass of water here. I just pop a little water on it. Pour a little bit there. But I think that's more from the paper being now slightly moist. Yeah, that's moist paper. Oh, yeah, see that cut in. Okay, that's not bad. So, it's not terrible. It's not too bad. You know, I've heard the whole I put my whole blood, sweat, and tears into something. I don't think I've so much heard I've put my own spit into it as well, but I guess that could be a thing. I thought about getting a work sharp, Eric. Because I don't know if I'm really all that skilled. I mean, obviously, when you say about skill's something you learn. You don't normally innately have it. But I figured a Ken Onion would probably be a nice way of, like, starting, you know? Actually, not too bad. Fester, yeah, I use a Ken Onion as well, Eric. They can get some very good edges when used right. I'd love to move to a 1x30, but I don't have room. Yeah. Just get painter's tape to cover all but the edge. A work sharp will scratch up the surface of a blade something fierce. Yeah, I actually scratched up this one because my edge angle was off when I first started. Again, it's not a big deal. It's a surface scratch. I don't really care. Especially on this sword. I'm using this as a practice blade, so... That does scare me about scratching up the surface of, like, some of my more expensive pieces. By the way, if you guys want to talk swords, you guys can join my Discord. I have some cool people in there. We like to talk swords on a daily basis. So if you use Discord, come join us. We like to talk sword stuff. If you're a sword tuber, you can post your stuff in there as well for others to see. I have a promotion section. You can see some of Festina's awesome photography. I mean, he single-handedly made me want to buy an Arms and Armor English two-hander, but, I mean... Something about a lawsuit? I don't know which one you're... okay, let's switch this way. I exist solely to make people want to buy swords. That's okay, man. When I get my Viceroy, I'm just going to take pictures. I'm going to send you pictures daily of me holding my Viceroy. Just randomly going out doing stuff like buying a latte with my Viceroy, you know. Things like that. Be prepared. Okay. That's why I'm practicing on this sword now. I've already done the review of it. It's already done. It was $200, you know what I mean? So I'm like... Yeah, I honestly really enjoy it. So it's not a bad... Actually, I only messed up one thing right when I started. Otherwise, I don't have any other scratches on the blade. So I'm pretty happy with that. Let's see. That one. That's going to be our thing. We're just going to send... You'll just be sitting there with a latte holding like this, a blank, and all upset. Oh, I cannot wait for that Viceroy. Better yet, on top of the Viceroy, I was talking with Chris Fields of Sterling Armory about wanting a Type 20. So I contacted him a few days ago. I'm hoping he's gonna work on that for me because I want one. I want a Sterling Armory blade, and I fell in love with the Type 20s that he had done for several of the different cons he was going to. So Well, it's definitely sharp. I felt it through the glove. I'm like, ow. Oh, very nice, Eric. Yeah, I saw one of your shorts earlier today, cutting with it. So, yeah, I'm excited to see you do some more with it. I'm glad you like it so much. I went with a half-wire custom blue dye grip on the Viceroy. Wasted grip, obviously. I'm really excited for that one because I've heard many people say that's one of Albion's better cutting swords, pretty much up there with the Principe. Boom, 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 boom. If the dollar keeps falling, you'll be able to buy one soon. Nice. Okay. This is the worst Jonah Hill movie I've seen. Honestly, is there a good one? I think that's the better question for you, man. If the price goes down... Hey, Chevy, I'm actually just trying to work on giving a bit of an edge to some of my swords that I've used in the past, so... Let's see if this cuts. Nope, that just tore in there. Might need to clean off the edge. Yeah, ain't too bad. Yeah, it's more of a war sword, definitely. All right. I wonder if I have a bottle that I could try to cut with. It's really raining out there. But I can maybe... That'll work. That'll work once I get my sword anyway. Well, I'd say she got her edge back. I'd definitely say she got her edge back. Oh, you can hear that ring. Let's see. Ring was, yeah, I do love she does sing. You should hear the 20A that I have. That thing sings like crazy, man. Let's see. OMG, are you a Knight Raleigh? I don't think so. All right. Let's see. More dollar talk, which only matters in dollars are really only good in that they can make more, buy more swords. Is that Excalibur? No, this is the Swordier SWM 1030. It's a Type 16A. So I do have a full review of it out. He does hail from a noble English ancestor. Look out for lightning. It's only raining, and actually it would be snowing if the temperature was a bit cooler. Some other parts of my state are getting snow. Yeah, no, the cut very, very cleanly. Very, very cleanly. Cleaner than it has been, so I'm pretty excited about that. Whew, it's cool. So I think I did pretty good with that one. Trump! Hey, yeah. Some of them are here in chat right now, actually. The wizard is in chat. So, you know what? I'm going to cut another bottle if you guys want to see another bottle, because I thought that did pretty good. I do have one more bottle here with me. Let's see, right. I know I'm a distance away. I'm trying to actually get this where you guys can still see it. This isn't my normal cutting location. Yeah, I'm pretty happy about that edge. I only messed up one thing. Only messed up at one point, so I got a bit of a scuff. But otherwise, I think it did pretty good. Clean up all the paper I got laying on the ground. Probably shouldn't have thrown it here. Picking wet paper off the ground is really hard to do. especially when your hands are frozen. Yeah, I think she did pretty good. She definitely has a bit more of a keen edge now that I put it on here. And minus this one area, which again, I would be more concerned if this sword was obviously like one of my more expensive swords. But I went in at the wrong angle when I first started. And you'll see I've got, here, I'll bring it up so you guys can see it. Right here. Because I was just going to town and it, obviously scraped it up a little bit. But again, not terrible. The rest of the edge, though, looks really nice. So I'm not too worried about that. But she definitely has a bit more of an edge to her now. Yeah, I feel that. Ooh. Oh, dear goodness. Put my gloves back on solely because it's cold. So I personally recommend the Albion Earl, Vision Tauber, Albion Viceroy, or Lockwood SL 1019B if you could only get one sword for life. I actually did order a Viceroy. I'm super excited for that. Super excited for the Viceroy. As for the Earl, doesn't that have a hollow ground cross section on it? Yeah, no, I think I did okay on the edge. Just that one scuff really, it bothered me, but it's on my cheap sword. I don't care. I was just trying to learn. Mother's Mag might help with minor scratch. I might give that a shot. I do actually also did buy a Vision Talbert Trump Oak. Oh, sweet, Eric. Yeah, I didn't even think about painter's tape. If I work with a more expensive piece, I will most definitely do something like that. If you want Albion-looking finish, light gray Scotch-Brite pads will give you the exact match to their finish. Wow. Nice. This one, it does have a bit of a mirror polish on it. And solely because of the pattern weld that's on it. So, I think that's what it is. I do think that took a little bit of time. And honestly, my hands are so cold, I really don't want to do my next sword right now. So I'll probably save that for another day. But I do like this sharpening and chatting with you guys thing. This was fun. I like this. I like going live on my channel and just chatting with you guys. Let me pull this off here. As I sit here. See, now it's a lot easier. I can look out at the rain. Lots of rain. Step in a little bit. Yeah, I might try some Mother's Mag armor just in that one spot to see if maybe I can even... I don't even care if I don't get rid of it completely. But it would be nice to clean it up a little bit where it's like less noticeable. So that might be something. Give that a shot. Again, it's not a huge deal. It was my $200 sword. Technically, I've already done the review for it. Things like that. So there's really no problem with it. Like it doesn't need to be in pristine condition. Doesn't need to be in pristine condition because I've already done the reviews. I'm not going to do any more reviews on it. But it's just a fun sword to have around and cut with, Yeah, Earl's, let's see. Yeah, I did it with the old stone. Yeah, not the belt grinder. I mean, I have a belt grinder down in the one shop, but it's more like wood. I mean, I guess you could do it for anything. You just have to get the right belt on it. Oh, nice! You're working on the Shadow Dancer. Very cool. She's so light. It's crazy. I was actually surprised what Little Mother's Mac could do. Yeah, I'll go in and I'll give that a shot here. If it wasn't so cold, the rain is nice. It's calming and relaxing. I like it. Problem is, it's only about 33 degrees outside right now, so it's a bit cold. I mean, at least it gets to you after a while. Also, on the VA Practical, you can cut up to 4-inch. I had it. Oh, I actually did my cutting with that one already, and I did have some issues with it. But to be honest, the issues were more me than anything else. It was like my last sword of the day. I was tired. When I did get a good cut, though, onto Tommy, it sailed through it. 33, that's summer weather. I know. I contemplated bringing out the swim trunks. Yeah, it's warmer than it has been the past few days. That's for sure. Well, actually, the past week has been really nice. Been in the 40s and 50s. And again, some people are like, "Oh my, that's not." When it's been in single digits for like 3 weeks, 40s and 50s feels quite nice. '40 and 50-degree temperatures is nice when you've been dealing with like 5. I am not at a Renaissance festival. I'm just here. A good wood fire would be nice. Okay, I got the hint. All right, I got the hint. Before I come in, I got the hint. Yeah. It's pretty stout for a 33-inch blade, huh? Oh, I'm sure you could get a quadruple cut with the Gemini. I think you're gonna have some amazing cuts with that. I think you could also do it with the Moraha that you're sharpening for me. That thing is so light and fast, man. I can't imagine you couldn't do it with that as well. Yeah. Now, the next sword I'm going to try sharpening up, again, is going to be this one. Again, once it warms up, I'm going to be working on this girl. Try to give her back her edge. Because she did so well with the cuts, but now she needs a little bit of tender love and care, I think. Just a little bit of a loving in there. Let's see how that works. But guys, I think this is where I'll end it for now. So I will talk to you guys later. Thank you everyone for being here. That was really fun. I like getting to chat with everyone while I was working. So thank you so much. Thank you to whoever sent me the rubies. I appreciate that as well. That's really cool. And anyway, all right. See you guys later.